Okay. Hi there. My name is Wendy Keys Turnbull, and I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Hi, Kathy. This is my regular Tuesday night Facebook Live. I see 3 people are watching already. Nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't turn on at exactly 7 because the blender was running in the other room and it was a little too loud, but everything's good. Today I'm going to show you how to make the background on the card that I posted earlier. It's something I learned from Melissa Damon, who used to be a demonstrator in the Syracuse, New York area, and now is a demonstrator in Georgia. I can't remember what she's near. Melissa, if you see this, post what you're near. So, as I showed you a couple of weeks ago, she had us make a technique book, and this is one of the techniques that we learned. A couple of things to tell you. Make sure that you make a comment if you're watching between now and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. so that I can include you in the drawing for a little something from me and Stampin' Up. The mini catalog is good until the end of December, so you've got another month to order. And I'm excited to introduce the new mini catalog to you in January. So, okay, let's get right to it. I'm going to switch you down and get you going here. See how we're lined up here. So you can see that host code, same as it has been the last couple of weeks, good until December 6th. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for saying something. Okay, this is the card that we'll be working on. Actually, we won't be working on this card. We'll be doing the background like this card, but I'm going to do a couple of other different cards. Oh, I taped it shut so I could take a picture of it. One of them I'll be doing completely. The other one I'll just be doing the front of like I did on this one. I will finish them for myself later. But I'm going to show you how to make this background. It's really easy. It's really fun. And I think it looks great. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So the first one I'm going to do, is this the first one I wanted to do? Yes, I guess it is. I figured since it's after Thanksgiving, it's time to do Christmas cards, even though I already have too many of them. I'll be selling them. Hi, Collie. I'll be selling them on the 10th in the morning at our church during our cookie sale. But I'm going to keep making them. So, okay. So, we're going to make candy canes. So what you need to do this is you need a container like this. This is an old container that the wooden stamps used to come in, Stampin' Up. If anybody wants one of these, I have a whole bunch of them. If you're local, I'll give you one for free if you want to work with this technique a lot. If you're not local and you want to pay the postage to have me send you one, I'm happy to do that. I have tons of them. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm telling you, this is so simple. This one I did with Garden Green and Shaded Spruce ink. I'm going to do this one with the Sweet Candy Canes with 3 shades. I'm going to use Melon Mambo, Sweet Sorbet, and Polished Pink. All right, and all I'm going to do, this has been closed for so long it doesn't want to stay open. I'm going to put, whoops, that was, okay, well, I wanted to put about 3, but it ended up being about 5 drops of each color in here. Wow, that one was tight. We'll do 5 here since I did 5 of the other. I'm just gonna put it in different spots here. The workshop on the 10th is at 1, Colleen, and I've got you down for that kit that you wanted. I'm not sure how many people are coming. Remember, if I have 10 people come, I'm gonna raffle off that lunch bag kit thing. Okay, so inside the card, I need a card front. So I'm going to put, you're welcome, I'm going to put a little bit of tape on here. And I am going to, well, actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to stick it to the top here. Then, now this is supposed to be done with marbles. I don't have any marbles, but what I do have are, I took a bracelet apart. I have beads, and these are the beads that I use to make, oh, something just weird just happened with my computer. That's all right. Looks like it's still going. Hi, Sherry. Sherry, I mailed your gift from last week out today. So you should get it in a couple of days. All right, so what I'm going to do is sure would be nice if I could tell that it was going to come back in. Well, I'm going to just put them in here. This is taped to the top. I am going to, it's going to be loud. I'm going to roll them around, get them all covered with ink. Then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to roll them around on my background piece. Well, this is, I don't like that this isn't showing. I hope you guys are still seeing things. I can't see it on my computer. All right, so then when I turn it back over and open it up, there is my background. So hang on. Get my cleaner thing here. Okay. Wanted to have water nearby so that I could put the beads into the water to clean right away. Just set that over here for a minute. All right, we're going to take this off. Bring it up close to you. That's what it looks like. Just think it makes a really neat background. All right, I could clean this. I have more of them, so I'm just going to set this aside and clean it later. And let's assemble. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Just somebody post that you can hear me and see me, because all I'm getting is a black picture with a thinking circle going here. Let me just... Okay. Interesting. All right, well, I'm not seeing it live, unfortunately. Let me get back to it. Sorry about this. Okay, there we go. Sorry about this. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, good. Thank you, Kathy. Okay, so this is my card base. So I'm just going to attach this here. A little bit more tape. Yeah, so it's supposed to be done with marbles. I didn't own any marbles. I looked all over the place for marbles, but I figured any kind of bead type thing would work, and it did. All right. So we stamp a couple of candy canes on here. I'm going to stamp one in polished pink and one in mint macaron. Polished pink, that's not very dark. Must be my polished pink needs to be re-inked. Let's do it on the other side. Still not great. All right. I would try to line it up, but it's red rubber instead of... If I can't do this one doesn't come out well, we'll just go with one of them already. Yeah, that's even worse. Okay, that one will be inked up afterwards. We're gonna go ahead and use this one. All right, let me put the other candy cane on. We have one going each direction. Here we go. Over there. That one's nice and inked up. Nice. I pushed a little too hard, but that's okay because we're going to cut it out. Grab my machine. I forgot to bring it over. Okay, let's see here. Polished pink. Get this where you can see. the mint macaron. Make sure we've got them well lined up. Very good. And there it goes. They have been used a lot and they are a little out of shape. That's okay. There, that should do it. Okay. Here we go. My 2 candy canes. I'm going to need this for a banner. Yes, it did. My card base stuck to the bottom of my stamp and embossing machine, die cut and embossing machine. All right. Put these like so in the middle of the card. Let me hook them together here. Looks right. Some dimensionals. I think you wouldn't necessarily have to have one of these. You could use a Tupperware oval-shaped or rectangular-shaped Tupperware dish or really anything like that. All right, so let's do a banner. Let's see, what do we want to put on the banner? Candy cane wishes and mistletoe kisses. That fits well. We are going to put it on... polished pink. Is that polished pink? Yes, it is. Okay. We're going to do it. We would do it with mint macaron, but I'm not sure that the mint macaron is dark enough. Let's, whoops. Let's go with soft succulent. It's kind of the same shade family, but darker. I think it'll show better. Here, I think. Yes, that's good. We'll cut that out. Okay. This up and get it on there, and then we'll move on to the last card. It'll be a fast one today. Back down on the ground. All right, we are going to put this right here. I think I want some ribbon to go through those holes, though. Let's see what I've got here for ribbon that would look good in there. I got garden green. Got evening. Got pool party. Guess garden green would be the closest. Guess I didn't really think about that, did I? Oh well. Okay. to excuse my throat clearing. I have been unwell and getting better now, but hard time sleeping at night because I keep coughing and waking myself and my husband up. So, okay. Yeah, I like that. So, just do this. And we'll do that. Alrighty. And I'm going to place the dimensionals so that they hold the ribbon in place. And they go nicely on either side of the candy canes. So there we have card number 2. Uh-oh, I did it upside down. I'll have to fix that later. There we go. I will fix that later. All right, let's go to the final one. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm just going to move these to a clean water. Make sure that all the pink is off of them before I use them again. There's the other one. Okay. All right. The last one we're going to do is Decorated with Happiness. We're going to do something just a little bit different with this one. Okay. So, make 2 this time. Oops. See, this is big enough to do 2. I did kind of, oh well. The cut edge is up and it shouldn't have been, but that's okay. It's not going to really hurt anything. And let's move it over a little bit more so that they're both in there. There we go. All right, this one I'm going to use Blushing Bride, Balmy Blue, and Highland Heather. Not really Christmas colors, but we're going to make it Christmassy. And since we're doing 2, I'm going to purposely use 5 dots of each. Okay, and I should have dried the beads off before I put that in there, because now I have to hold this down and dry the beads at the same time. So this should be fun. Okay, I can do it. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Make sure we get the water out of the middle of them. All right, here we go. Whoop. First we roll the beads around. Make sure they get a lot of color on them. And then we turn it over and we roll it. I'm going to do it again. Roll it around again. Roll it around in here again. When Melissa taught us how to do this, she put on her directions, not recommended when somebody's trying to sleep. I thought that was cute. All right, there we go. Let me pour these into another spot of water. There we go. Take these out. 1 and 2. I'm not thrilled that that corner didn't get covered, but we'll just make do with it. Whoops. All right, let me just... I should have probably wiped this out with a paper towel before I used the reusable paper or reusable towel on it, but I've got plenty, so it doesn't really matter. I'll wash the other one later. Okay, so now let me finish this card. So I'm going to do a mossy metal card base. let's use, you know what? Let's use this one. Let's cut that off and put a border. So we're just gonna shear off, whoops, I got water on it. Shear off 1/4 of an inch here, which means I should probably do 1/4 of an inch here too to keep everything even. There we go. Now, I could either use, I am going to use a, no, let me get that off of there without wrecking it. There we go. I'm going to use a pink border. And I am using, I think this is Melon Mambo. Yeah, this is Melon Mambo. I'm using Melon Mambo, and this is Blackberry Bliss, and this is Pacific Point. I'm going to make ornaments with those. They're shades darker than what is on here. I'm going to put a, let me see what I've got over here. It might have something cut. Let's see here. I'm actually going to use up some scraps. Melon Mambo. Let's see what if I can get 2 sides out of this. Yes, I can. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to come on the 10th that you guys already had plans. It is what it is. I will miss you. Oh, that's not going to work. So we're going to do the 4 edges instead. And actually, you know what? No, this is what we're going to do. Cut that in half. Cut this in half. This is just, I've got so many scraps. I might as well use them. So, here we go. Okay. So I'm going to just use a little dab of glue on these edges. That's probably too much. I should have cut the other ones differently. Oh well. Oh, there's some left over here. Okay. Yes, I know why. Silly me. Okay, and on the other side, same thing. A little bit up on each, leaving a little showing. Okay, that one's not exactly even. Use my tape scissors to even that out. There we go. Okay, and these are going to go here. Like this. So I'm going to want to cut. I want it to be lined up there. So I'm going to cut right here. Okay. On both of them. So I could use my trimmer, but I got my scissors right here. I might as well use them. Right? Right. Okay. And yes, I know this is a unique way of doing things, but it saves me from cutting a whole sheet of paper for a little border. Didn't quite fit that in perfectly, but it's close. All right, and on the other end. Looks like my cutting blade needs to be replaced again already. It's leaving little rough edges. All right, it's gonna go here, like so. There we go. And now we're just gonna put that on. And But before I put it on there, okay, I am going to use Mossy Meadow and Pear Pizzazz ink, and I'm going to stamp a tree branch. Oops, helps if you put it on the block the right direction. Yes, I'm going to use Mossy Meadow on the detail. And I could have done it the other way around. To me, it doesn't really matter that much which one you stamp first. So I'm going to do this way up here. And I should be doing it on my pad. It's a little light. See what I can do to line it up again. Pardon my head if it gets in the way here. It's close. Close enough, not bad. Okay. Then I will use the fill-in. This one with the Pear Pizzazz. It's not exactly on. I don't want it to be exactly on. Just want some fill-in color there. There we go. Okay. These poor things. This is always also a much used stamp set. All right, I'm going to take the 3 ornament sets, ornament dies. Oops, I got that wet. Bring my die cut and emboss machine back up. All right, we'll do a blue bell and a pink and a purple ornament. Where'd the other ornament go? It's here somewhere. Pink ornament. Where did that go? There it is. Purple ornament. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to come back the other way. I usually don't unless it's super detailed. And these work fine. But okay. That's interesting. All right, get that one, this one, and this one. Get my ornament dies. Set this aside. Okay. There's that. Get our card front. I can now put this on the card. So I think, no, I'll use the tape. Why not? Okay. This one I want to be a landscape card. There we go. And we're going to put these on. Obviously, we can't use dimensionals. I could have cut them out with the foam paper, double-sided on it, and then they would have stepped out. Or what I've also seen done is cutting out several of these and then gluing them together to give it lift off the paper, which is a neat idea. I've done that before too. All right, I'm just gonna get a little glue on here. No coloring today, just inking. Get a little bit where I can. And we're gonna put this one over here. I'm gonna leave that loop up for a second. I'm gonna put the pink one in the middle. Same thing. Hi, Zaina. In the middle. Oops, let's get that little loop up. And the purple one on the other edge. Okay, get out the loop up right there. Okay, now I want the iridescent trim. Let's see if I want to do it. I probably should have put these on before I glued those down, but that's okay. There we go. It's going through. We're just going to use a little dot of glue up here to put that down, and then a little dot of glue on top of it to put this one over it. I think for the other two, I'm going to separate this. It's pretty thick. Pull one out. Tied itself in a knot. Okay, perhaps I'm not going to separate it. Get back up there. Oh, something is really going wrong with my computer. It's flashing on and off and on and off. It's being weird. Oh my goodness. It's like a light show. Yeah, there it goes again. As long as you guys can still hear me, I'll keep going. Thanks, Tev. I just did my nails today. It's Color Street, 5 different ones. Technically 6, because I thought this was a sheer one, so I put it over another green color, but it wasn't a sheer one. Oh well. Okay. I'm just gonna make it smaller. Pull it through. Yeah, it's not gonna work. You know what? The heck with it. We're gonna leave that one on, but we're gonna use bling on those other 2 instead. So, bling. Just basic rhinestone jewels. Goodness, I'm knocking everything over here. Okay. Use the big ones. And there. And there. Maybe we'll take that out and put one there too. Good idea. Even if it rips, doesn't matter because the bling will be over it. Okay. And one here. Okay, now, Wink of Stella brush. And we're gonna make them sparkle a bit. Oh, okay, so now you're watching me color with Wink of Stella, so you do get to watch me color. This might be empty. That might be the problem. Good thing I just bought a couple more. Here we go. That's better. Much better. Oh yeah, much better. Let's do this one again. All right. So that other Wink of Stella can go in the garbage. It's empty. There we go. So that's the front, except I need to put a banner of some sort on it. Let's see what we've got here. We don't have a banner punch or banner stamp, but let's see. What do we want to put on here? Wishing you a season, that'll be on the inside. Boughs of Jolly. What about Boughs of Holly? Christmas greetings. Okay. Christmas greetings. And I bet you if I just do that in black ink, it will show up there just fine. I hate that I can't see what's going on unless I look up at my phone screen because my computer is still doing weird things. I'm worried that won't show. We're going to do it on white. Let's do this again. There. And let's see, what have I got? Let's see if I get in a spot where I can do it with the oval and still make it look good. Let's see here. Yes, I can. There we go. Put that there. I'm going to edge it a little bit. But with what color, I do not know. No, I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to pop it. Angela, my friend Angela, would not like that. She likes to edge everything. She gets very upset when I don't. All right, then the other rectangle is obviously for the inside of the card. There we go. So put that in here. I do it different every time, don't I? Typically I do the rectangle with all the way around the edges with a little in the middle, but gotta keep you guessing. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and use that other saying. Oh, that doesn't go in here. That's last one's. Hi, Pamela. In a second, I'll show you all three of them, the two that I did on screen and the one I did off screen. Pamela, I hope you're feeling better. I heard you and your hubby both have flu. Kind of what I think I had too. But I had my flu shot, so it didn't last. It wasn't horrible. Saturday, I did absolutely nothing. Sunday, I felt better. Went to church, wore a mask. Monday, yesterday, I woke up feeling cruddy again. So, all right, see if this will show. If it won't, we'll cover it. No, not really. So we're going to cover it. We are going to... Oh, I already had a piece of white out here to work on. So, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do this in black again. Do it here. That's better. This will not fit in here, so let me see here what I've got. This one will fit in here very nicely. This is the decorative circle punch, as you can see, because I label all of my punches. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Okay. I'm not going to pop it because it's on the inside of the card. I am going to edge it, and I'm going to edge it in Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue. And I think I will go ahead and edge it with my blending brush. Just because I like my blending brush. I'm just going to do it like this. There. Yes, I like that. Okay, so non-traditional Christmas colors other than the Mossy Meadow, other than the green. It's pretty much non-traditional Christmas colors, but it gets its Christmas point across, I think. There we go. All right, so this is not my favorite, and I think if I had to do it again, I would maybe put Pacific Point under there instead of Mango Melody, or not Mango Melody, Mambo, Melon Mambo, yeah, something like that. Okay, so there's that one, and there's this one that I did upside down that I will fix after I get off, and here's the one that I did as my sample. Hi, above. So I'm just finished, so you'll be able to catch the replay for it. So these were done to show you the backgrounds, show you how to make, oh shoot, I got water on that, darn it. Show you how to make the background, and it's basically done with a case, a rectangular case, and marbles. I don't have marbles, so I used beads. And you put the beads or the marbles, first you put, you use your reinkers and you put dots of reinker in there, and then you drop your marbles or whatever in there, and you use a little bit of tape to attach a piece of paper, a piece of cardstock to the top. You close it, you roll the marbles around until they've gotten lots of color on them. Then you flip it and you roll them around, and this is the background that you get. For this one, I used 3 shades of pink. For this one, I used 2 shades of green. For this one, I used a blue. I used Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, and you guys know, Blushing Bride. So, this is really bugging me that I can't see what's going on. Try it again. Back. Because I'm going to switch to my face in a minute, and I want to be able to see you and see what I'm seeing. Okay, so those are the 3 samples, and I will be, this is really weird. My computer is really being weird. I will be fixing this so that it is going the right way. Thank goodness for undo. Debbie lost her marbles. I never had any to begin with, Debbie, so don't feel bad. So that's all I have for you today. I will be back next week. I will see, please, if you are going to attend the kit together on December 10th, let me know so that I know how many people to set up for. And if you need a kit, I still have 7 kits available. There was one that Barb was going to purchase, and then she realized that she can't come. So that's it, Debbie. Yes, because all of us left-handed people open our cards the wrong way. No, I'll have to fix that. So let me know if you need a kit. I'll have them here for sale. Or just bring your own kit, and we will all get together Sunday the 10th at 1 o'clock, and we'll kit together. It will be fun. All right, let me just put you back here so you can look at my ceiling for a second, as I always say. Okay, I hope you enjoyed tonight's Facebook, and I hope that you try this technique. And if you do, please make sure that you post a picture of what you did so I can see it. Yes, I know, Debbie, you're my family. I get it. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate having you guys watch. And feel free to share the posts so we can get more people watching. Also, I'll be changing the name of the page to Stampin' with Wendy because I was just reading over the bylaws of Stampin' Up! And realized that I'm not supposed to use Stampin' Up! In any form in a title like this. Also, I should tell you that my team has named ourselves S&S Stampers, which stands for silly and serious, because when we get together, that's exactly what we are, silly but serious about doing our stamping. So if you see it change to that name at some point, don't be alarmed. I have a separate one for that for all of my team. I really enjoyed showing you this tonight. Have a great night, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.